Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Red Rambles show. I'm going to talk about a movie that you guys are probably all aware of. Everybody's been talking about this. This is the Super Mario Brothers movie. Because I don't have any kids, I didn't want to look like a giant weirdo. I decided to bring along my little brother.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's my favorite audience doing?
I didn't quite think about it, but we're both adults.
Yeah.
So it was a little weird going in there, so we decided to just buy tickets to John Wick 4 and then sneak into the Mario Brothers movie.
Definitely one of the smartest decisions we've made all week.
You're like the little brother, and for some reason they wanted my ID still.
Yeah, no, I didn't really understand either. It didn't make sense.
We even gave you like a little big lollipop and like one of those like spinny hats. And
Yeah, the pinwheel things, and I mean they just weren't getting it, you know.
Yeah, they didn't see how young you were.
Yeah, they didn't even stop me.
Yeah.
I don't even know why.
We went in there. We were both really excited about it. I think I've played every Mario game at least once. I know that you've done some things with Mario.
Mario Odyssey, 100% of that game.
You're used to more difficult things like boxing.
When the opportunity came, I took it.
Yeah, you're used to punching faces, but now you're punching buttons. We're talking about the basic plot of the movie now. Essentially, they're plumbers. They want to be plumbers. They just opened up a new business. It's not going super well.
They're trying to make it in this small world.
Family's not super supportive, right? Something that you could probably relate to.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, boxing's not that pretty of a life, and moms don't like to see their kids get hurt ever, you know. So I get it. I get it wholeheartedly.
One day, there's like a calamity in the city. Mario gets sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom, and now he's got to save the Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser. So, what was your impressions of the movie?
Now, honestly, okay, top to bottom, I love this film, okay? Up there with it, okay?
Yeah?
They had everything that a Mario fan could have wanted, all right? They had Princess Peach, they had Mario, they had Luigi, all right? They even had Donkey Kong in there, but I have to say, probably the highlight of the whole entire movie was Bowser.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know that you really liked Bowser. We actually have some of your live reactions from the theater right here. I'm going to play those right now.
Okay. What a scary man. This guy looks tough.
Open the gates or die.
I'd listen to that kind of voice, you know what I'm saying? No. That guy, he looks like one powerful man, you know? And now that he has the star, dude, it's gonna be unstoppable.
So, what else did you like about this film?
It really just did everything that I expected it to. And even threw in some curveballs that I wasn't sure about, you know? But other than that, it was just a great experience. I loved watching it, every second of it, you know? What about you? How were your feelings about this movie?
Well, so I agree with you that it did everything that I was expecting of it. It was almost like they had like a checklist, like given to them by a company, you know, and
yeah, exactly. Like they got everything you wanted. They were expected to put out everything, and they delivered, you know?
Yeah. I guess you could say it that way. It was really fast paced. I couldn't really stop. I couldn't really pay attention.
I know. It's kind of like it's digging into the Mario type thing. You know, he has to go super fast. You know, so it's just jumping from one thing to the next. You know?
Yeah, there was a lot of different power-ups shown to the point that like I felt like they were just like really just throwing it in there without any thought. They just wanted to like keep putting it in there, and
they really had some variety in there. You know? What?
Yeah.
What?
What?
You kind of have this like underlying tone here. Did you not like the movie?
I don't. No, I didn't like the movie. No.
Well,
no, I didn't like the movie at all.
You maybe want to expound on that or something?
Well, so yeah, I was trying to. It just kind of felt like a list of references that not really a real movie.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't quite know. Like, I can see people thinking it was for the fans, right? I mean, did you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I'm a fan. I went in there and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. So personal experiences and everything, yeah, it was for the fans.
I mean, there were a lot of references, like Peach like jumps and her dress like floats out, or
Personally, I didn't really get that one. I mean, like, in what game does Peach do that?
well, it's in Mario 2.
Yeah, you and I watched the same movie. That it's not.
No, it's in Mario 2, like the sequel.
They haven't made a sequel yet. It's the first movie.
Okay, there was a lot of different things like that where it's just like I don't understand like where that came from, or like one example is like there was like this part when they were driving really fast on the Rainbow Road, which came out of nowhere.
What do you mean it came out of nowhere? They were driving carts. It was inevitable that they would have to drive on a Rainbow Road, and eventually, you know.
Well, because it just like came out of nowhere. Like, and like also this the thing that I keep hearing is that this is like really good for the world building. People keep saying, "Oh, it was really good with the world building." But like I don't understand how this world functions. Like Toads make money and then the Donkey Kong people make like cars. Like how does that work exactly? Like,
well, I mean, it leaves it up to the imagination. You know, I have a ton of questions too, but I just think that plays in to the world building. You know, it leaves it open for more discussion.
Yeah. About what?
Well, Toads make their money by hitting the coins and everything, and you know, then they spend it on whatever they spend it on. Probably the carts that Donkey Kong makes.
So there's two kingdoms. One is money and one is carts, and they just trade those constantly.
Exactly.
That's how that works. Okay. Yeah. Okay, but then there's other things too, like, for example, one of the references is a blue shell, right?
Yeah.
And the guy jumps in the blue shell, and it hits Mario, but the problem is that Peach was in first. Yeah. So as a real Mario fan, it should have hit Peach, right?
The thing about it is I feel like specific situation, that blue shell was sentient, you know? You knew the Koopa before it became the blue shell. So, therefore, I believe that he had the ability to aim for certain people, and that person he aimed for was Mario.
But don't we have rules to this shit? There's like, this has been like 30 years in the making.
There's rules to this shit, but sometimes rules has to be broken for the greater good.
The greater good being the non-existent plot.
What do you mean non-existent?
There wasn't a plot. There was barely a plot.
He had to save his brother. He was saving his brother.
Well, yeah, but like that's not really a plot. Like you can't just, we're going to save your brother, and then there's like nothing.
What do you mean nothing? It was full of everything. I'm starting to think that you and I didn't really watch the same movie because you obviously didn't see what I was seeing. Okay? We had the real world in there. We got to look into Mario and Luigi's real life. We get into the Mushroom Kingdom. What do we have? We have toads, we have mushrooms, we have little Goomba guys. Okay? Then we get even further into it. We've seen a world we've never seen before. Donkey Kong's world. We don't even know how this guy's living. Apparently he's kingship and everything like that. They got carts going on. And the best fucking part of it, we got to see the villain's side.
But look, even with Donkey Kong, you bring up Donkey Kong, right?
Yeah.
Even with Donkey Kong, Cranky Kong is Donkey Kong's dad in this one?
Yeah.
He's his grandpa in the games.
What the fuck did I say a little bit ago?
I don't remember.
The greater good.
I don't think that's for the greater good. A shit movie is not for the greater good. That's only for big corporations. That's only for big corporations. Like, they're just making boatloads of money off of naive people.
Naive?
Naive.
That's what you're saying now?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's all right to be a little naive, okay?
What? How? When? When was that okay?
Sometimes you need to be a little naive, okay?
Okay.
And, like, you know, I feel like as we grow older, we're losing that childlike wonder that so captivated us when we were young, you know?
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. You should get older and be more smart about things. Kids are stupid. Kids are so stupid.
Kids are stupid, but at the same time, they have that curiosity.
Yeah, like, what if I take candy from this guy in the van? What if I go box with this weirdo that I met in the parking lot?
Hey, that was a low blow. And you know it, okay? Kids have their own ideas and their own thoughts, and they see the world differently than us, okay? And sometimes you need to look at the world with that kind of wonder, you know, and not really knowing what it's.
You know what? Let me ask you this, okay?
Yeah.
What happened to your trainer?
What happened to Mr. Touchy?
Yeah, what happened there?
Well, long story short and everything, he left me for another fighter.
Exactly. Do you see where naivety gets you? So now you're just paying tons of money for it's like a commercial. It's like a commercial.
Yeah, I felt like I wanted to play the game the whole time I was watching it.
That's not good. You shouldn't be wanting to play the game. You should be watching the movie, right?
I see your point, but I also fail to understand why that's a bad thing.
Because if it's not entertaining you, then you're going to want to go play the games, right?
No, the movie was entertaining me just fine, but I just felt like
What part did you like?
You know when they introduced the Donkey Kong's facility and everything like that?
Yeah?
I loved that part. That was full of excitement, wonder, and it just all the twists and turns and everything with the go-karts. It really got me riled up. Especially when they open the gates, you see the monkey with the sports coat on. Yeah. I was thinking to myself, I said, "Wow, this monkey's got a sports coat on. What a guy." And then in the movie, Mario says, "This monkey's got a sports coat on."
Here to see the king.
Follow me. That gorilla's wearing a sports coat.
Feel underdressed.
Ram, that's not a good sign.
We're on the same page.
Ram, no. They want you to think you're on the same page.
Yeah.
But they're just manipulating you. Don't you see that?
Manipulation?
Yeah, they're manipulating you into liking the movie.
I don't really follow. I don't see how they would be doing that.
They're thinking, okay, if Mario says it, it'll be relatable to the audience. They had like a fucking bunch of scientists come in and they said, okay, this is what demographically will happen. A huge percentage of the audience is going to go, oh, that monkey's got a sports coat on, and then it will be relatable. That's what they're thinking.
I don't know about that.
Would you call the Mario movie art?
I mean, it looked pretty. You got to admit the visuals were there.
What did the Mario movie teach you in the end?
Always stick with your brothers. Clearly, you didn't learn anything from it.
Look, I just think that this is a shallow, stupid movie that just was a complete cash grab from Nintendo and Illumination. They got their biggest stars, they had Black Jack, who was just going, I'm Bowser. I'm Bowser. Look, I'm doing it right now. I'm Bowser.
You are nowhere near the perfection that Jack Black performed in that movie.
And then they had Anna Taylor-Joy, who I think did the best. Personally.
She did do a damn good job.
You think maybe she did the best?
She did do, yeah. I'll say she did the best.
Her and Charlie Day. I think her and Charlie Day did really good. Yeah, he did really good as Luigi. Everybody else is phoning it in. Chris Pratt sounded like Chris Pratt.
Wait, that was Chris Pratt?
Yes!
Did you not hear the Mamma Mia's?
He didn't sound like that the entire time.
You could have fooled me. I just assumed that he had a regular life outside of being Mario. And he was talking in his regular life voice outside of being Mario, you know?
Okay, look, I just don't get how you could like this.
Red, when you see a child wearing a peach dress, your heart doesn't melt a little?
No.
When you look into her eyes and realize that this is her only day with her divorced dad for a week, and in a fleeting desire to please his daughter for that day and that day only, he has brought her to a Mario movie. In years, when her dad leaves her, she'll reflect on this day and think, yeah, he still loves me because he brought me to the Mario movie. That ticket cost him a full $7. Child support is like $1,000. He's doing what he can, and he did what he could. All right? Sure, it might be a corporate cash grab like you're saying, designed to make money, but it's the magic that happens in front of the curtain, not the industry behind that matters. The magic may be doing some sleight of hand, some trickery, might not be totally honest, but the audience is in rapture. The rapture is the magic. So saying you don't like the Mario movie is like saying you don't believe in magic. Like you don't believe in childlike wonder. Is that who you are? Is that who you want to be? Just an old, withered, grumpy old man? Not the child at heart wearing that Luigi hat? Is that what you want? A world of nothing?
That was the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard.
Yeah, but it was from the heart.
All right, look, so I guess that you would recommend this movie.
I would.
Okay.
100%.
All right, well,
Go see it. Kids or not.
look, I don't have kids. I think if you have kids, maybe go see it. Don't expect anything, though. Don't expect anything. I just want to end this on a positive note. What are you most excited for the sequel?
You know, Honestly, let me get into this real quick. So, you know the diner that they were hanging out at where the commercial first played?
Yeah, it's like the Punch-Out.
Yeah,
diner.
Punch Out Diner. On the wall, I couldn't help but notice that they had Glass Joe from the Punch-Out games. Do you know what this means? This means that Glass Joe is now canon in the Mario universe, which in turn means that Mike Tyson is canon in the Mario universe. All right, so the thing I'm most excited for Mario 2, I felt like they would have had him in this one, but they have to have Mike Tyson in the second one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you think he's going to be in it?
Yeah, of course. How could he not?
Yeah. I'm just going to let you have that. Childlike wonder, all that shit. I think it's time for the fortune cookie.
Okay. Let's open this bad boy on up.
All right, let me get this. Let me get my hammer so we can crush this.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right. You need not worry about your future. So I don't know. Maybe the sequel to the Mario movie will be good.
Yeah.
Go.
Let's not worry about it.
Don't go see it, or do.
Yeah, go see it.
Or
I'd
do.
say go see it.
Everybody have a good week. Don't worry about your future. Get out there. Stop worrying. Just have a good week at work. Have a good week at school. Whatever you're doing. We'll see you around.